Attention renters, homeowners, and businesses. If you are not concerned about the safety and quality of your water or confidently know how to help protect yourself, family, and coworkers, do not watch this video. But if you are growing more concerned every day, learning about yet another water-related contamination issue appearing in the headlines, or you've been reading, listening, and watching subject matter related to the exponentially growing current levels of toxicity being exposed to raw water sources that cannot be removed before coming into your home or office, or you are having discussions with other concerned families on social media about your home's water safety, then listen very closely, because in this video, I'm going to show how to get a simple strategy that our nation's finest military defense use to stay alive and well against their enemy, and how to apply this simple approach to defending your home and office against everyday potential exposure to water-related contaminants. By having this simple technique, will give you the proper mindset. Hi, I'm Mike Rogers. I'm a water treatment industry insider, and I've been the authority that infection control officers of major healthcare providers, Department of Defense, colleges and universities across the USA would contact to seek help when they had numerous failed water test results for quality assurance of their water treatment systems and protocols in their hospitals and community outreach clinics. But they are not the only ones experiencing the threat of water contaminants. Here's some headlines off of the internet to show you. It's the proof. Biden urged to back water bill amid worst U.S. crisis in decades. Water Act proposes massive injection of federal dollars as millions of people go without access to clean, safe, affordable water. This was dated Thursday, 25th of February, 2021. The next headline reads, dated April 7th, 2021. New report shows alarming chemical pollution in American water. And this report came from Consumer Reports. And it opens with the question, clean, drinkable water is a fundamental human right, right? Then on April 28th, 2021, President Joe Biden, on his first 100 days in office on Capitol Hill, stated, there are 10 million homes in America, and there are 400,000 schools and daycare centers that have lead pipes where drinking the water is a danger. We're going to replace 100% of those nation's lead pipes and service lines so every child can have a turn at the faucet and know what they're drinking is clean water. And then in other news on ABC World News Tonight with David Muir, the headline reads, outdated computer system exploited in a Florida water treatment plant hack. Dangerous cyber attack attempt to poison a Florida town's water. This is scary stuff. Then Time magazine also came out with an article. America's clean water crisis goes far beyond Flint. There is no relief in sight. This was dated February 20th of 2020, and this project was also supported by the Pulitzer Center. Then in another press headline from The Guardian, America's water crisis. We've always known ours was contaminated. The trouble with America's water. Dated 15th of September 2020. And then Time magazine had some more to say. For most Americans, water does not get a second thought. It flows at a turn of a knob at a cost that is all but negligible. This is as it should be. Being essential to life, clean water is a right under law and UN declarations. Yet in the U.S., it's far from guaranteed. More than 30 million Americans lived in areas where water systems violated safety rules at the beginning of last year, according to the data from the Environmental Protection Agency. Others simply cannot afford to keep water flowing. As with basically all environmental and climate issues, poor people and minority communities are hit hardest. And here's a quote from Sandy Phillips for that same article from Consumer Reports in Round Rock, Texas, and I quote, we get this gorgeous house and then the water's terrible. And it shows that she has arsenic level of 3.3 parts per billion. And the recommendation is no more as a max of 3 parts per billion. So that means there's 300 parts per million that it's exceeded the limits considered safe. Lead typically works its way into drinking water through lead pipes that feed people's homes or in the home's plumbing itself. That underscores the need for more robust residential water testing, including samples from far more homes than currently required, experts say. Stephen Newberg and his wife Robin from New Britain, Connecticut said, and I quote, "The lead really surprised us. Their lead level was 31.2 parts per billion. Consumer Report experts say no amount of lead is safe." And that is a true story. Jim Vaughn from Pittsboro, North Carolina is quoted as saying, "It's that little feeling of helplessness. Is there something that the town will do about it, or will we let it ride?" Their total PFAS level was 80.2 parts per trillion. Consumer Reports recommended maximum is 10 parts per trillion. So he was 8 times over. And for those that are not familiar with PFAS, that has been dubbed by the media as the forever chemical caused by DuPont and 3M chemicals such as Teflon and Scotchgard. So let's take a look at our priorities and where the money is spent. We've all heard the story of follow the money. So the spending per capita per citizen in the U.S., you can see that we blowed out at the IT infrastructure. We really want to make sure everybody's well connected. And then we follow up with defense, research and development, followed by highways, then energy infrastructure, hello Texas, and water infrastructure came in at a dismal last place at $11 per head. And then you can see that we've waned a bit in terms of early stage investments average. Annual totals were $28.9 million for water, and looks like the best year we had in this graph from 2009 to 2018 was 2012, and then also 2014. But since then, there's been no appropriations, which brings me to this young activist out of Europe, Greta Thunberg. And she says, and I quote, "I don't want you to be hopeful. I want you to panic. I want you to feel the fear I feel every day, and then I want you to act. I want you to act as if your house is on fire, because it is."